you know you done screwed up really, really badly when you have to issue an apology to all of Japan, even if it is a half-assed apology. Yeah, so Ubisoft decided in their ever-expanding nonsense to give a half-assed apology to the people in Japan for their Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, I've done several videos on it, but if you are new, you haven't followed up, let me just briefly explain what's happening. Assassin's Creed, which has been going on for about 20 years now, makes games where they have assassins based in the countries that they take place of. The assassins take out certain people and all this other stuff. Okay. When it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows, the first game that's going to be set in Japan during the Sengoku period, they decided the best thing to do is put one of their protagonists as a 6'2" black man. Going to be based off of Yasuke, who is a historical figure that has been romanticized into being a samurai. Now, people in Japan and other places are upset because if you're going to do this game, you could have gone with an actual native Japanese person and done that. There are some other issues, but that is what I mean, that's people are getting to. But no, because they wanted to push DEI, this is what happened, and now they're in hot water. So they have issued an apology fitted with all the corporate gobbledygook that you could think of. So after consulting a few people that I know who are fluent in the corporate gobbledygook speak, I have been able to translate what they're saying. So they sent out a message and all of that, and I'm going to read through it, and while I read through it, I'm going to translate it for us all to understand. Without further ado, let's get into this message that Ubisoft sent out based on Assassin's Creed Shadows. To our esteemed Japanese community, a message from the Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. First, we want to express our heartfelt thanks for all your support for the Assassin's Creed series, which now has its own history spanning almost 20 years. Over this time, we have explored various settings, time periods, and characters, from an assassin during the Third Crusade to a Viking in 9th century England, and countless more. Translation: we've been doing this for over 20 years and we really don't understand why they are so upset about it now. Yes, we know we put somebody in there, we're making sense, but we were told this would work, so we really don't get why upset. For many of our team, creating an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan has been a long cherished dream. Since the announcement of Assassin's Creed Shadows, we have received many positive reactions, but also some criticism, including from you, our Japanese players. We share your passion for history and deeply respect your care for the historical and cultural integrity of your rich heritage. Translation: we make a game set in feudal Japan. What are you upset for? What are you upset for? You should just be happy that we make a game in feudal Japan. Yeah, we put a black guy in it, but we were told by our Twitter overlords that that's what everybody's into now. So we really don't know why you're upset about it. You understand me? We will put a game in there. We put a game in Japan. We base it in Japan. You should just be happy about that. We would like to address a few points to clarify our intentions and creative decisions. Overall authenticity efforts. We have put significant effort into ensuring an immersive and respectful representation of feudal Japan. Translation: okay, so we look at some pictures or some things and we put them in there. Some might be Japanese, some might be Chinese. We don't know. It's all Asian to us. You should just be happy about that. We don't see why you're upset. We really don't understand. Yeah, some of them mightn't be exactly Japanese, but hey, we got a black guy in there. You're supposed to only care about that, not the settings. Come on. What is this, 2014? No, this is 2024. You're supposed to be into that. However, our intention has never been to present any of our Assassin's Creed games, including Assassin's Creed Shadows, as factual representations of history or historical characters. Instead, we aim to spark curiosity and encourage players to explore and learn more about the historical settings we get inspired by. Translation: no, we say that it's not factual representations, but all the other games that we made had elements of that in it. That's what brought fans in. That's what they liked about it. Yeah, it wasn't exactly historically accurate, but it was close enough that fans were interested, because you had assassins like doing things for like Templars. You had like people doing like I think the revolution and all of this stuff. We had assassins for that, and that's what drew people in. But now that a few people are upset about it, we have to come out and say it's not. We were never going for factual representations of history, even though we actually were. But we're just saying that now because some people are upset about it. But that doesn't mean that we actually care. All right. Assassin's Creed Shadows is first and foremost designed to be an entertaining video game that tells a compelling historical fiction set in feudal Japan. Our team extensively collaborated with external consultants, historians, researchers, and internal teams at Ubisoft Japan to inform our creative choices. Translation: so we get some people who kind of know some stuff. We got them to put some things in there. Again, some of it might be Japanese, some of it might be Chinese. We don't know. It's all Asian to us. We also hired somebody who came out and said that they were interested in sexual innuendos between men and boys at that period in time. Hey, we were told by Twitter everybody was into that. You understand? We were told everybody was into that. So we don't understand why you're upset, because we were told that's what everybody was into. And if you have a problem with that, then that kind of makes you a homophobe. You understand me? We're just saying that. We were told everybody was into this. So we don't get what your problem is. We really don't. We hired people who are as left-leaning as possible and ready to put as much things into it. Hell, we even put the possibility in there that Yasuke and Naue could swing both ways. Because it's 2024. Everybody's supposed to be doing that. That's what Twitter tells us, so we really don't get why you're upset. Honestly, we have no idea. None. Despite these sustained efforts, we acknowledge that some elements in our promotional materials have caused concern within the Japanese community. For this, we sincerely apologize. Translation: why they are so upset? Why? Yeah, we're going to say we apologize, but we really don't get why the hell you're upset at all. All game footage presented so far is in development, and the game will keep evolving until launch. Translation: this game is coming out in November. We're pretty much done everything now. So we're going to tell you that it's in development. Maybe, just maybe, we might be able to add one little tweak in here or there, but this game is done. You got to just take it and give us your money. That's it. Based on the constructive criticism we have received, we will continue our efforts until we put this game into your hands and beyond. Translation: you're going to get where you're going to get. Give us your money. That's it. That's it. We also want to clarify that while we have been consulting with many people throughout the development process, they are in no way responsible for the decisions that are taken by the creative teams in the interest of gameplay and entertainment. Consequently, we respectfully request that any criticism not be directed at our collaborators, but both internal and external. Translation. Wait, did we just admit that we're wrong? Didn't anybody proofread this? Yes, you blame other people. Not us. The hell is wrong with you? Who put this out? God in heaven. Look it on in there. We were just trying to spin it as you know, we're just trying to be factual and block for them. But you know, yeah. That'll work. Creative liberties and historical inspirations. While we strive for authenticity in everything that we do, Assassin's Creed games are works of fiction inspired by real historical events and figures. From its inception, the series has taken creative license and incorporated fantasy elements to craft engaging and immersive experiences. The representation of Yasuke in our game is an illustration of this. His unique and mysterious life made him an ideal candidate to tell an Assassin's Creed story with the setting of feudal Japan as a backdrop. Translation. We have been putting historical events into our game. That's how we brought players in. It wasn't a problem. We were told we needed to put a black guy in there. We decided let's go with Yasuke because, you know, people romanticize the hell out of him being an assassin. We don't understand why anybody would be upset that a 6'2" black man in feudal era Japan as a samurai / assassin would raise eyebrows. Again, this is supposed to be what you're eating up. Our DEI team told us this is the right way to go. So we don't understand why you're all upset about this. We want to call you racist, but we don't want to say that out loud. So we'll have our people online do that for us. But we really don't get it. You're supposed to love this. You're supposed to love this. We really have no idea why you're upset. While Yasuke is depicted as a samurai in Assassin's Creed Shadows, we acknowledge that this is a matter of debate and discussion. We have woven this carefully into our narrative and with our other lead character, the Japanese shinobi Naoe, who is equally important in the game. Our dual protagonists provide players with different gameplay styles. Translations. We put a Japanese bitch in there. What's the problem? What is the problem? We talk about how, you know, Yasuke being a samurai is a matter of debate. No, we have to say that because we have people changing Wikipedia entries to bolster our cause. We know he wasn't a samurai. We know this was romanticized, but we needed to put a black guy in there, and we need some ground to stand on. We also gave you a Japanese ninja bitch. Why aren't you happy? Why are you people so ungrateful? Why? We don't understand. Twitter didn't prepare us for this. We greatly value your feedback and encourage you to continue sharing your thoughts respectfully. While we understand that meeting everyone's expectations is very difficult, we sincerely hope that when Assassin's Creed Shadows launches on November 15th, players in Japan and around the world will appreciate the dedication, effort, and passion we have poured into it. The Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. Translation, shut the hell up. Give us your money. We ain't changing a damn thing. And if you don't like this game and it tanks, we're going to make sure that we have people call you and everybody you're associated with racist. Because we were told all you need to do is put a black guy in there, give you a Japanese bitch as well, and that would have worked out completely fine. So we don't get what your problem is. We really don't. We really don't. And that's the end of their half-assed apology. Again, I consulted with some people to get the corporate gobbledygook to be able to translate it for you, and that's it. This is what they're saying. This is what they're saying. So yeah, Ubisoft offered whatever the hell they want to call this as an apology, but you know, it ain't gonna go over well with anybody. It's not gonna fly because Japan has no problem making changes to fiction and when it comes to their own history. You understand? They've done things where they change history, where you know, with aliens, with time dilation things, with modern day ninjas, with all kind of things to history. They've made changes. They've made changes to all sorts of things. You know what I mean? There was a point in time when somebody actually told me Samurai X was actually real in Japan. You understand me? Yes, the Shinsengumi was real, but you know, Batosai wasn't real. But you know, that's what I'm saying. They've made changes to the history. They don't have a problem with it. What Japan has a problem with is when you bold-facedly go in there and try to act like, listen, we are going to change this for representation and DEI and our agenda that must be pushed no matter what. This is what people have a problem with. And when Japan has a problem with this, they make it be known. So you could issue all the half-assed apologies that you want. It ain't gonna mean shit. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like it, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.